Hey YouTube, Matty's Daddy 12 here with another legit YGO deck profile, and in this one I'm going to be going over my H.A.T deck, or what I like to call FacTrix hands. I like that name a little bit better. Actually explains what the deck is as opposed to just H.A.T. H.A.T. So yeah, if you guys are interested more into the legit YGO, make sure you head over and check out the articles we have on the YuGiOh side. If you're into Magic the Gathering, also make sure you head over to LegitMTG and check out the Magic Articles. But now let's get into this deck profile. It's a little different than what most are running, mainly because of my personal meta. So you know, I got to build it to beat the guys here. So yeah, 3 Fire Hand, 3 Ice Hand. We all know what these are doing to the game right now. You destroy this guy, you destroy a spell, and summon one of this guy. You destroy this guy, I destroy a monster, and I summon one of this guy. So they just feed off of each other. They just feed through your deck and give you everything you need. So that's the H. The A, artifacts. I run 2 Moral Tech. That's all I run for the artifacts, other than the Sanctums. I've seen some people that are running triple Moral Tech and one of the Bola Tech. I don't know, whatever the other one is. I'm not a big fan of that, mainly because you got to run the ignition, and I don't know how well I like the ignition. So I really just like the Sanctums and the Moral Techs. So there you go. There's the artifacts. So there's the A, and then the T, Traptrix. Triple Myrmilio. Myrmilio is Stratos for the deck. It gives you a trap hole card, so that's going to give you either Nightmare or Bottomless Trap Hole. So I mean, those are your 2 targets. Most of the time it's going to be Bottomless because Bottomless is really good. And then I run 2 Dione. Dione is really good too. It's a Wolf Bark, and then it also gives you a chance to use Myrmilio's second ability, where if it's special summon, you can destroy a spell or trap on the board. So yeah, that's the T. That's the Traptrix. You don't really need 2 of this guy. I just like 2 of it, mainly because, you know, like I said, my meta is a little slower. Not a lot of overpowering combo decks being played right now here. So I have the opportunity to wait the turns for this card to be live. And honestly, 1700 is a significant number. So yeah. Double Max C. That's really all I need for this area. It is what it is. Double card D. Card D is just, it's +1 Fire Fist, guys. Like that's what the deck is. Like everybody keeps talking about it. Like that's exactly what this deck actually is. And then the tech card that I've been running lately that has just been giving me tremendous reviews. This guy is so powerful. Majesty's Fiend. Now, for some of you guys that don't know what Majesty's Fiend does, he came out in Prio. He is a 1 tribute monster. He is a light fiend. 2400 attack, 1000 defense, so he's the same as Vanity's Fiend. Majesty's Fiend, however, says that where Vanity's Fiend says nobody can special summon, Majesty's Fiend says cannot be special summoned, and monster effects cannot be activated. That's monster effects, period. So that means monster effects in the graveyard, monster effects in the hand, monster effects removed from play, anywhere. No monster effects can be activated. So this guy shuts down your opponent's hands. This guy shuts down Mermills like nobody's business. He is just really good, and at 2400 attack, he is actually just a very significant number. But this guy has been putting in some serious work. I don't know how much testing anybody else has had with this card, but this card has been amazing for me in my local. So there you go. There's the monsters. I believe it's 19. Yes, 19. 19 monsters. So yeah, it's a little more monsters in a H.A.T deck than what most people are playing. But that's because I'm playing a lot less spells than what most people are playing. Most people are playing the upstarts. I am not. I just prefer to fill my deck up with pot. So I got my Pot of Duality and my Pot of Dichotomy. 3 Pot of Duality, 1 Pot of Dichotomy. That's all the spell cards I need to run. That's all the spell cards I feel like are needed. No MSTs. You use your ice hands for your MSTs, and you use your Moraltex for your MSTs. No dark hole or anything, because your hands do the work for you and your Moraltex do the work for you. So yeah, that's all the spells that I need, just 4. Then to the traps. More traps than probably what should be. But you start off with Triple Sanctum, going to give you your artifact Moraltech, and then also if it gets destroyed, you get to destroy stuff too. So like it does its job. Double Call of the Haunted. Again, just puts in work, like somebody blind MSTs it, and you can get back a Moraltech and blow something up, or you can get back a YuGiOh, blow something up. You can get back if they blind MST it, you can get back a hand, and then the hand will trigger. So, like, yeah, there's a lot of plays with the Call of the Haunted. Double Breakthrough skill. Effect negation is huge in this game and is huge in this format right now. It's just so good. Double Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. Most people are running 3 of this. I've decided to go down to 2 in the main deck. Like, what I've seen is it's searchable. So you get to grab it off my YuGiOh, and you don't. This card is bad against an already established field. So like you get it early enough through my YuGiOh that you get to have it there and it's ready, but that's not always how it works out completely. So yeah, like you're gonna want just 2. Like I've got the 3rd, and I've got the 3rd sided, and it's there. But from my experience so far, like 2 is all you really need. Double Wiretap. Wiretap is just so amazing, guys. Like, there's just so much I can say about this card. It stops so many things. Like, there's nothing better than the feeling of watching your opponent's Solemn Warning pay 2,000 and then just wiretap it back. I don't know, and the fact that it's a spell speed 3 and you get to stop chains with it, like, it's too good. Double Deep Prison. This card could actually probably be cut. However, what I've seen is I can shut off my opponent's hand loops with it. Like, they go into their fire hand or their ice hand and try to stop, and try to gain their pluses. But Dimensional Prison is there to stop that. Also, one of the cards that I lose to hard is Stardust Dragon. This gives me an out to Stardust Dragon, along with Compulse, and like those are 3 cards that are outs to Stardust Dragon that some other cards would not be. So like those are really important right now, because like I said, I lose to Stardust Dragon. And then the last are just the one-ofs. Bottomless Trap Hole, which is searchable through my YuGiOh, and through Dione. If you special summon Dione, you can grab one back from the graveyard. So, like, yeah, you can get it back that way. Torrential Tribute and Solemn Warning. That rounds out the 40. That's all I'm going to run. Not going to run more. Try not to, at least. Yeah, like everything has been testing extremely well. So a lot of the questions that I've been getting has been mainly about the spell lineup. Like, people are like, why aren't you running this? Why aren't you running MST, Dark Hole, and Upstart Goblins? Well, like, I just don't need them. Like, that's all that I really need, guys. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Alright, so now to the extra deck. You gotta get your tokens. So you got tokens. Uh-oh, I dropped the deck box. First and foremost, you got 101. Like, I would not play this deck if you did not have 2 101 and 2 Abyss Dweller. Like, those are the cards that you have to have right now in order to play this deck competitively. This card is not always used to take the special summon monster. This card is actually just used as a beat stick. Like, the biggest thing is, like, it's a double Maestroke. Like, you're able to just protect your stuff with it. Or just protect itself with it. So, like, yeah, it becomes a lot better because of that. And because people are playing it that way now is why D-Prison becomes that much more important. But Abyss Dweller, you can make a big Abyss Dweller because you can use an ice hand to make it, and then he becomes bigger. So yeah. 1 Emerald. This is another card that you almost have to have. I guess this could be with these 4. It's basically a small dichotomy. You get to put your monsters back. You get to reuse your hands and draw a card. So, like, it puts in work. It puts in a lot of work. There's a lot of games that I will make this card just so I can abuse my hands that much more. 1 Exciton, 1 Black Ship of Corn. Again, I got to get my opponents off their hands. So I make the black chip of corn and I send the card instead of destroy. 1 Dire Wolf, and then to end the games, Gaga Cowboy and Heartland Draco. Those cards put games into reach for you and eliminate games for you. Then number 103, Ragna Zero. A lot of Fire Fists are still being played in my area. Like I said, this has been testing in my local meta, and my local meta there are still some Fire Fists, and this guy just puts in some serious work against Fire Fist and Harpies, and I still have to deal with those here. 1 Crazy Box. Skill Drain still exists, and people will use it against me, so Skill Drain, Crazy Box, it happens. Rank 5s, I have 1 Pallades and 1 Tyrius Keeper of Genesis. I like these 2. I feel like they're the 2 best rank 5s right now. A lot of people will debate on this. Some people like a second Pallades. Some people like Volcasaurus. Some people like Dullahan, whatever, the artifact rank 5. I just really like this card. This is the one that I really like using, mainly because it gives you the extra pop in the battle phase, and it's another plus. That's what this deck does. It just gains advantage, and that's another one. And then the M7, I use this to overlay over Pallades. The play is there, it happens, so you gotta have it there just for when the play does happen. But normally I almost see the M7 as a win more card, just because normally once I've gotten to a situation where I've had Pallades on board, I have popped twice with Moral Tech, and then I have bounced twice with Pallades. That's given me 4, theoretically has given me 4 pluses, and at the point that I've already gained a +4 on my opponent with a monster that's 2500 attack on board, I'm winning the game. So at the point that I could have to use this and then still need to make M7 over top of it, I've already pretty well won the game. So that could be an extra slot, but I don't know. But yeah, guys, so there you go. That is the main deck and the extra deck for my H.A.T or H.A.Trix hands. FacTrix hands is what I've been calling it. So yeah, guys, I appreciate it. I hope you get some insight into how some people are playing this deck right now, and it helps you out in maybe your locals or the next regional you're going to. Again, guys, make sure you head over and check out Legit YGO, the YuGiOh Articles, and head over and check out the Legit MTG Magic the Gathering Articles. Don't forget to hit up the Legit store if you need anything as far as YuGiOh or Magic the Gathering is concerned. I appreciate it, guys. Subscribe, comment down below. Show us how much you love us.